Welcome back, everyone, to the Slot Pod. We are back with episode 14. We are on week 6 of the NFL season, the most exciting season of the year, and one hell of a week last week. I mean, Adam was saying to me earlier, he was talking
Most
to me.
exciting season of the year.
Well, no, you told me that you think that this might be one of the more exciting NFL seasons we've ever seen. So, expand on that if you can.
No, I mean, this has been a great season so far. I mean, if you don't think so, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But I mean, we've seen so many upsets. We've seen so many different things happen that really shouldn't have happened. I mean, the Titans pulled it off versus the Cardinals. Like, who thought that was going to happen? I was scrolling on Twitter. I saw all the Cardinals fans extremely disappointed, and uh, it was so funny. I mean, there was a lot of upsets. I forgot who else. Oh, Broncos upsetted,
hmm
Bucks upset. I mean,
That
Jags
was an upset
upset.
either way. Someone was going to be mad. Oh, Patriots and the Jaguars too.
Oh yeah, Patriot. Who did the Patriots play last week? I forget.
The Bills.
Oh yeah, I see. I had them losing, bro.
I
That's
mean, I think
crazy.
everyone did. I'd say even the Panthers game, Panthers and the Saints too. Wait, so how many of
Yeah, the
these would we
Saints
call an
won. I
upset?
mean, the Saints were probably they probably weren't favored over the Giants.
Four. I count 6 upsets out of 13 games. That's crazy. That's
Wow.
just crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. So, uh, like I said, great week of football. Absolutely insane upsets from both the Patriots and the Jaguars on Sunday and Monday night. I actually wanted to get your thoughts on the Patriots upset, what you think happened with the Bills, and how the Patriots were able to pull it off.
I mean, when you look at the Bills team, I mean, you look at that defense, there's not much to it. It's pretty bleak in my opinion. And then you have an offense with very mediocre receiving weapons. I mean, you do have Keon Coleman, you have Dalton Kincaid, you have Khalil Shakir, but those aren't guys that I would put in my maybe I wouldn't even put them in my top 20. Maybe Dalton Kincaid I would, but other receiving weapons I wouldn't. And then you got a guy that's a top 5 running back, James Cook, and then you have a top 3, arguably top 1 or 2 quarterback in Josh Allen. So you expect a lot from this team. I mean, you expect them to go out there and win games. You have Josh Allen, who's definitely a front runner for MVP candidate as of now. And I think that game just came down to the whole team being uncoordinated, and they weren't ready for the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots had a lot to offer. We saw Stephon Diggs go crazy. Drake May had a good game. The defense came through. I mean, they held the Bills to, what was it, 17 points,
It
something
was
like
20.
that.
Yeah.
20 points. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a good game for the defense. I mean, if you can hold a team that's literally scored 40 points against the Ravens, then if you hold them to 20 points, I mean, that's pretty solid in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was just a huge game, kind of a coming out party for Drake May. The guy was just super accurate, making throws I didn't think he was going to make. The one throw to Stephon Diggs on the sideline where he was falling down, his knee was like an inch above the ground. Incredible throw. And I think, like you said, it was the Bills who just didn't do enough to beat this Patriots team. Josh Allen threw a pick. James Cook only had 49 yards on 3.3 yards per carry. He had 15 carries for 49 yards. So pretty abysmal showing for the Bills, and I kind of hope that they can bounce back this upcoming week. But I know that obviously they've got a bit of an easier matchup in the Falcons, so I think that it could be a much better week for them, especially with the Falcons being an advantageous matchup for good offenses. But yeah, I mean, just not what we expected. Similar to the Jaguars beating the Chiefs, which I thought this game. I didn't love the pass interference call there at the end. I think that you can call it. I think that the refs probably got it right, and I'm just sitting on my couch watching, so I can't obviously be the one to decide. But I don't like how a wide receiver can just jump into a cornerback and it's immediately a pass interference call because that was a 3rd and 15, game on the line, 30 seconds to go, and it puts them at the 1 yard line. And even then, the Jaguars barely scored. Like Trevor Lawrence had to fall on his butt like 3 times. So
Dude, that was probably one of the funniest,
that's the
if not
funniest.
the funniest game-winning
Yeah.
touchdown I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, what on
That
earth was
was
going on?
ridiculous. That was ridiculous. But and I thought Travis Etienne didn't have a good game. Honestly, I didn't think the Jaguars had a very good game. I thought Trevor Lawrence had a good game, but overall the Jaguars didn't do so well. And I thought Mahomes was going to pull it out. I think this one is the game is on him because he threw a pick six. but I think he would have also been the reason that they won the game.
100%. No, no, that's I mean, you can't throw a pick six like that. And that was
Yeah,
on the goal line
100%.
too. That was on the goal
No, but
line.
I
That's like
thought that was an incredible play by Devin Lloyd. If
it
you
was an
watched, he
incredible
was,
play, but
huh?
I mean, he saw it coming. He saw it coming. I was actually at the gym watching
That
that,
was a film study
and
interception right there.
I literally I was walking on my phone at the gym. I saw that, and I almost dropped my phone in shock because
It was
I mean, we
incredible.
don't we don't expect Patrick Mahomes to throw picks like that, especially not in clutch time.
Yeah, it was so cool because he showed pass rush at first. Devin Lloyd did. He came back from the linebacker spot. He showed pass rush, and the second that he saw Patrick Mahomes take a step back, he dropped right back into zone. He knew where the ball was going. That little slant. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Kelsey. It might have been Worthy. I don't know who it was that was the receiver, but Devin Lloyd just cut him off perfectly. And then his agility too, to be able to fake out everyone on that pick six. And I think he must have gotten two or three players. Mahomes showed zero effort to tackle. So again, on him because they could have been held at the 15-yard line instead. They're running 85 yards the other way. But
I mean, are we
incredible
really
showing by Devin
expecting?
Lloyd.
Are we really expecting Patrick Mahomes to make a tackle? Like, come on.
Yes. Yes. The guy that I have winning the Super Bowl, yes, I would like him to make a game-saving tackle. That would be nice once in a while, put in some effort. But still, I mean, my opinion remains the same. I still think Patrick Mahomes is that guy. He even showed it this week. I mean, he was down 21 to 14. He brought it all the way back. And yes, he got upset. But that's just how it goes in the NFL. That's how it went in the NFL this week.
Hey, I actually
You did.
I had them winning.
You did. That was a great call.
Yep.
So let's dive into my favorite game of the week, which I think it was everyone's favorite game of the week. I don't know your thoughts, but the Bucks and Seahawks game, which we were heavily anticipating. Like, this is our two
Yeah,
teams going
no
at it.
need to throw shade like that, man. Come on. I'm already
Don't
coping with
worry,
the loss
bro.
as it
Your team will
is.
be fine. After they lose this week to the Jaguars, they will be okay. But
Ooh, yo, I might have to find a new pod partner, bro. Come on, what are we doing? What are we talking about? This is bad takes. Bad takes, bro.
I
This is like
like,
thinking that the Jags are gonna lose to the Chiefs in week 5.
huh?
I said this is like thinking that the Jags are gonna lose to the Chiefs in
The
week 5.
Chiefs were heavily favored. And the Jags are also 4-1. We have to remember they're a 4-1 football team now. This is a different football team than week one.
Okay, and the Seahawks are 3-2. Like the difference
Okay,
is
it's a one
so
game difference. It doesn't make that much of a difference, but at the same time, but like the Jags are still a very good team in comparison to the rest of the league. Like
I mean, I will say they should be in my top 10 right now. I rushed through my power rankings.
I wouldn't put them in top 10, even though I have them winning this week. Still wouldn't put them top 10.
You went? Hmm.
I probably
I
have
don't know,
them
maybe
around
it's
11
just
or
me.
12. Like I think they're showing that they're a very good team. They have a lot of momentum. And the only reason that I have them beating the Seahawks is just because I feel like Seattle's pass rush can be inconsistent at times, and I think the Jaguars' defensive pass rush.
Our pass rush can
No,
be
no, sorry, your
inconsistent.
offensive line.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Your
There we
offensive
go.
line can be
Yeah.
inconsistent at time, whereas the Jaguars' defensive pass rush can be very, very good at times. So I think those two clashing is going to hurt. And I also think that Travis Etienne might cut up the Seahawks run defense. But I mean, pass defense
Dude, our
wise,
run defense has been great except for somehow Rashad freaking White, man.
yeah.
How the hell did he have that good of a game?
His main thing was he had two touchdowns. He's not a very explosive player, but he has a nose for the end zone. He has a nose for the rock, and he's a great receiver, incredible receiver.
That's
He
the
is what
first
I
positive
think.
thing you've ever said about Rashad White. Wow.
Rashad White took my team to a victory, bro. I've loved Rashad White since Sunday.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God. But yeah, that was I don't know. What did you think of the game? Like itself, just the game itself.
If I'm not from a Seahawks fan standpoint,
Yeah.
that was a beautiful, beautiful game. I mean, we saw Sam Darnold throw for 4 touchdowns. He had one interception, but you can't really blame him if it
Mm-mm, not at
bounced off
all.
the defender's head. And then you have Baker Mayfield, an absolutely insane game. And then
Ooping.
you had the two greatest wide receivers in the NFL right now, Jackson Smith and Jigba and Emeka Ibuka. Episode 5. Who did I say was my rookie of the year candidate?
I don't think we even have to tell him anymore because we've been saying his name so much.
Emeka Egbuka, man. If you didn't believe it, now you have to. I mean, the man is generational. Like, come on, what are we talking
Generational is
about?
correct. Generational
I
is
think he had like
correct.
163,
163
163,
and a tutty, bro. And honestly, it
and
should
a
have been
tutty.
two. He caught a ball at the 1 yard line. That was it. I think Rashad walked in for that one.
Yeah, so honestly, I will say this. If we had a healthy defense, I feel like he would have had a tougher time, but I mean, he still would have put up numbers. I mean, let's be
Yeah.
real. That's
He
a
was
top five.
killing the zone. Oh my goodness, all game.
But you do have to take into account that we did have our second strings in there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but like
Spoon is
I
still
mean,
hurt,
I'm
right?
not. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
so
did have
Spoon would have
Spoon.
been
We did have
shadowing
Julian
him. Yeah.
Love. So
Hmm.
like it was. I mean, I'm not going to take away from his performance because overall it was amazing.
Yeah.
But
No, you have to take
I
into
feel
account
like the out.
injuries. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the outcome would have been slightly different. I feel like if our defense was healthy, we could have won that game.
I think it's kind of crazy that Baker was able to put up so many yards with Sterling Shepard as his number two option in terms of the receiving room. Like Sterling Shepard had four
Well, he
catches
caught
for
he caught a
24
touchdown,
yards.
didn't he?
He did. He caught the most important touchdown. I think it was the one that I forget which one. Let me see. Actually, he caught the touchdown to tie it at 35. That's what it was.
I saw this. It was crazy. Six straight drives, six straight
I saw
touchdowns.
that. Yeah,
That's insane.
incredible. That was the best game of the season so far, in my opinion.
And we said this while we were watching it that this
Yep.
is good football. This is amazing football. That's what I like to see. And
Good offensive football.
that's why that's why I say I don't like the Seahawks hate because we're seeing immaculate football. I don't like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hate because we're seeing immaculate football. I mean, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are top three team right now. I mean, maybe top five, or no, top five, maybe top three. The Seahawks are a top five, maybe top five, top 10 team. And those are undeniable facts.
I agree, 100%. I think that on our power rankings, I had the Bucks at 3, and I had the Seahawks somewhere around 6 or 7, something like that. And I think you were somewhere similar, but I think you had the Seahawks a bit higher.
I had
Um,
them at five.
yeah, exactly. And I don't mind that at all. And the Seahawks are a
I
very
had the
good
Bucks
team.
at four,
Yeah,
Seahawks at five. And then I think in front of them was the Bills, Lions, and Eagles.
yeah, I like that. Um, all right. So last game that I wanted to talk about from the weekend was actually not a game itself, was our boy Bill Krosky Merritt. Shout out my guy, Bill. Always showing the slot pots, a little love here and there. Um, Shout out my dog Corey. But honestly, great game for him. Do you think this is his breakout game, or do we think we go back to seeing Chris Rodriguez take half the touches?
Dude, if we see Chris Rodriguez take
If I
half the
see him on the
touches, what are
field
we doing?
once, if I see him on the field
What are we
once,
doing?
he's
Yo,
averaging the
this man,
most
he's
yards per carry by running back in the league. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
like what are we talking about? I mean,
It's ridiculous.
you, I hate it when they undervalue their players so much. Like take JSN for example against the Cardinals. He didn't have a
Exactly.
single target against the Cardinals in the first half, and
Yep.
then you targeted him. What was it? Twice in the second half, and he got up to 90 all-purpose yards. I mean,
When you have a good
it's
young
just
player, you got to play him.
exactly. I mean, it's so sad to see such a good player get undervalued on a team where they are quite literally the best at their position. And that's what Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt is. He's the
Exactly.
best running back in that running back room. And he should have that number one spot. He should be getting 70% of the touches. And if they split it with Chris Rodriguez, I mean, that's just poor coaching.
I 100% agree. JCM still only played 47% of the snaps last game. Had 114 rushing yards, 36 receiving yards to go along with the 2 touchdowns. I mean, an insane stat line. Won the Tom Brady LFG player of the game. I mean, just hell of a game. Hell of a game for him. Titans pulled off the win against the Cardinals. Cam Ward, what'd you think? I thought he had some magical throws, like really beautiful
Yeah, of
throws.
course. I mean,
Horrible first 3 quarters of the game, though. I'm not gonna lie.
we
Horrible.
said this before. Cam Ward is not in any way, shape, or form a bad quarterback.
No, good
He's
quarterbacks.
he's
Yeah, his
he's
team.
great at his position. It's the team, and we finally saw them pull through for him today. And I mean, you do have to credit the weird touchdown that Tyler Lockett scored. They counted it as a pick six. I mean, I don't get how that
That was
happens.
hilarious.
You intercept the ball, you fumble the ball and they recover it. So Tyler Lockett picked off Cam Ward.
Yes, that's correct for a pick six in which he scored the touchdown. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, that was just, I think that was kind of the momentum shift. You know, that's the second weirdest touchdown other than Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. That's two in 1 week.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. This is such a great NFL season. We're seeing things we've never seen before, ever. We see a man fall to his knees, the ball touches the ground, he gets up and runs it in for a touchdown. We see the defense pick the ball, fumble the ball, and then the offense returns it for a pick six. Wow.
Incredible. I
And
think
then
that
we see the Baltimore Ravens falling to 1-4. We see the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think it's 2-3 or 1-4.
but did we not
We,
say this about the Ravens though? Did we not say this exact same thing? They're gonna go one and
I
five.
mean, we said that. I think I said that it was this is a make or break year for them, and I
I
think
mean,
they're starting to break.
now it no longer is now though. Lamar, bro. If he doesn't, the next year becomes the make or break year because they're gonna be like, well, Lamar was hurt, so last season doesn't count. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I mean that's how it's always going to be. I mean, this
And Lamar is a Raven for life. I don't think there's any shot he leaves at any point in his career.
100%.
Um, but yeah,
If he leaves,
honestly,
it's to probably one of the worst trades that would ever happen if it were to happen.
imagine he got traded. I think the only chance would be if he left in free agency, which he would have to get real mad at the Ravens to not sign an extension.
100%.
So, oh, shout out the Broncos, big win over the Eagles.
Oh yeah,
Not
I was very
expected,
happy.
but the Eagles don't look great on offense. So,
Oh, they
uh,
look horrible on offense. I think we touched up on this a little last week. I mean, dude, genuinely, what are we doing?
let's check on
Like,
Saquon's yards per carry again. 3.2. He lost some.
God, like you're ruining. Yeah, you're turning into the Giants for him. Like this is how he was performing on the Giants.
He had 6 carries for 36 carries. He had 6 carries last week. Huh?
Six? What?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. This is one
is
thing
this
that's
so? Is
really
this coaching or
annoying.
is this offense? Like what?
What's up with Saquon and Derrick Henry not touching the ball? What is up with that? We just saw them have the greatest 1-2 punch season that we've like ever seen. Saquon jumped over a guy backwards. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
that's crazy.
Anyways, yeah, good week. I think that can jump into week 6 if you're good to go.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Okay, cool. You want to
You
just
want to?
break
You want
down
to?
your winners and then I'll go through mine?
All right, yeah, I'll start off real quick. I got Eagles beating the Giants. I got the Broncos beating the Jets, Seahawks beating the Jaguars, Chargers beating the Dolphins, Rams beating the Ravens. I got the Colts beating the Cardinals, Cowboys beating the Panthers. I got the Patriots beating the Saints. I got the Browns beating the Steelers. I got the Titans beating the Raiders, the Bucks beating the 49ers, the Green Bay Packers beating the Bengals, and then the Lions beating the Chiefs. Bills beating the Falcons and the Bears beating the Commanders in what is my game of the week.
A little game coming up. I like that. I did hear that the Seattle Seahawks are beating the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. Is that your expectation?
Yo, I can see in the future. That's what happening, bro.
I'm gonna join you on the Seahawks. I'm not gonna pick the Jaguars.
I knew it, bro. I mean,
I think
there's
that
no like, bro, my
we'll
my
talk about it.
friend
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
my friend that does not watch football, he watches only the Bucks. He's like, I don't know, man. I think the Jags got it.
I guess that's what I sound like. All right. I think it's gonna be a close game though, but let me run through mine. I got the Eagles beating the Giants, Jets over the Broncos in an upset, Colts over the Cardinals, Chargers over the Dolphins, Saints over the Patriots. I got the Saints coming in for their second win in a row. The Steelers over the Browns, Cowboys over the Panthers, Seattle over Jacksonville in a 2-point win, Rams over the Ravens, Raiders over the Titans, Packers over Bengals, Bucks over the Niners, easy. Got the Chiefs over the Lions in a shootout, Bills over the Falcons, and I got the Commanders over the Bears in our Monday night game in what Adam says is the game of the week, and I can't disagree with him.
All right, so you really think
Yes, I do.
0-4,
0 and 5. 0 and 5. Get it right.
0-5, I'm on my bad. 0-5 New York Jets is going against the division, probably, I think they're division leaders now, Denver Broncos.
They're division leaders. Aren't they 2 and 3? Are they 3 and
Let
2?
me check.
Oh, but they won, so they're 3 and 2. The Chargers are 3 and 2. So I think that puts them at either first or second. They
That makes them,
are
it
they're
has them at
second.
second. Yeah, they're
They
second.
must have played the Chargers.
But they're still 3-2. So,
Yes, I do think
but
that the
still,
Jets are going to get their first win. I don't think that the Jets go to 0 and 6. I think that the way that the Jets play and their pass offense is going to help them in this game. And the Broncos have very, very inconsistent pass protection. Now, with inconsistent pass protection comes Justin Fields runs. Justin Fields is going to use his legs a hell of a lot this week. I think that look, here's what I expect to happen. I expect the running offense to do very well in the first half. Now, with the running offense doing very well, the Broncos will put a lot of emphasis on shutting down the run with Breece Hall and Justin Fields, and that'll open up more opportunities for Garrett Wilson, and whoever's the wide receiver too, because Josh Reynolds is not playing this week. That's my expectation. I think part of it's also the Jets' ability to turn turnovers into points and Bo Nix's ability to create turnovers for himself. Throws a lot of picks and has a lot of mistakes that are just unforgivable. And I won't say that Bo Nix is a bad quarterback. I just think that this is a favorable matchup for the Jets. And this is one of the ones that they get. I still think they probably end up with the number one overall pick. Yes, they probably do. But on top of that, they also play in London, which provides zero home field advantage for anyone. So, in my opinion, it's a toss up, and I have the Jets winning 24 to 20. But I fully understand why anyone would pick the Broncos. Like obviously they're the favorite. And I think another part of that is the fact that we've had so many upsets this season. Like I'm not going to sit here and pick the favorite every single game. I can't. I can't. I can't knowing that there's going to be an upset every week.
dude, that's just bad takes, bro. Bad takes.
How?
I'm gonna say.
You
I'm gonna
heard me
say,
explain it.
dude, the Jets are 0-5. They have not won a game, okay? And you really think a team that just beat the Philadelphia Eagles, reigning Super Bowl champ, you think that team is gonna lose to an 0-5 team? Bo Nix, I hear a lot of Bo Nix slander. I'm a Bo Nix believer.
We're
I've been
Onyx
saying this since
believers, but he's
before season.
very inconsistent.
Okay, and what is Justin Fields?
Even more inconsistent, but that's what I'm saying. They're going
Exactly.
to rely on the run offense. The running
Okay,
offense
and
is going to take over this game.
since when do you trust Brees Hall, man?
I don't. I trust Justin Fields. That's what I'm saying. Justin Fields is going to use his legs to break
Stop it,
a
man.
zone
Stop it.
defense.
Stop it. Stop
I'm
it.
telling you, Garrett Wilson's not going to do much. He's being guarded by Pat Surtain. Garrett Wilson is not going to do much. I understand that. I look. Obviously, I'm going to be wrong sometimes. We were wrong a lot last week.
We're wrong. We were wrong so much last week. Last week was bad.
So
That was bad.
I'm just testing out new theories. Look, we gotta iterate every single week, change up our mindset. So this is
Yeah,
me changing my mindset.
I have done that. I mean, I got the Steelers losing to the
100%.
Browns, and
Yeah.
I'll explain that in a second. But I mean, listen, Broncos are in no way, shape, or form losing to the Jets. I mean, this is not possible.
We're gonna check
This
in
is
next
bad
week
takes. This is
when
bad takes, bro. Come on.
Brees Hall runs for 200 yards and then gets traded the next day because the Jets don't want to have nice things.
If the Jets, let's make a little wager. All right.
All right. Wait, we still gotta go back to and watch the last episode to see what the wager was on the Bucks Seahawks. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember
Oh,
what that
it
was.
was your first round pick in fantasy.
No, 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 no. That was for if the Seahawks win the division and if the Bucks win
Oh,
NFC.
yes, yes, yes. That was if yeah, yeah.
Don't try to get me, man. Don't try
I
to
mean,
get
I'm
me.
still
I'll give
getting
you.
that first round pick. So
Yo, I just got a second one today. I'm good.
that
For
was a
anyone
good trade.
listening, I traded Ja'Cory Cross-Garrett for Isaiah Bond, Chuba Hubbard, and a first round pick. I mean,
I don't know how you did that. Wait, so did he propose it to you or did you propose it to him?
yes, I did
He
not.
sent it to
I
you?
had I had no intention of ever trading JCM, and I had no intention of ever forming a trade with anyone in that league. And then I look at I'm in class. I look at my notification. I see someone proposed me a trade, so I open it, I was like, wow, this is amazing for me. I mean, I get two young guys and a first rounder. Yeah, that's good eats, bro.
Unless JCM becomes like the greatest running back of this generation, that's a great
Even
trade.
s- even still, like if
That
I
first round pick could be a star too.
yeah, like imagine I get like the first round
Imagine.
pick and like
Speaking of
I
which,
get
Jeremiah Love, GOAT,
man.
pick 1.01.
All right. What was I gonna say before? I'm trying to remember what your picks were so I can argue with you.
Saints over the
Uh
Patriots, we had different. Steelers over the Browns,
yeah,
we had
that's
different.
crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Come on, come on. It's the same logic
Wait,
with the
let me think.
Jets.
Let me think. Let me think about this one for a second.
Yeah, it's not too late to take it back. Episode hasn't been pushed out yet. It's not too late.
All right, on to the Steelers and the Browns. Let's come back to this game. I want to think about this for a little bit.
All right.
I want to think about this.
Steelers and Browns. I mean, you brought this point up in earlier weeks. Browns defense is solid. I mean,
Hmm.
if you're looking at it, that's a great defense. I think Miles Garrett is going to terrorize Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he's going to let him breathe at all. And I just think that defense has what it takes to keep up with DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers, and that's pretty much it. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, there's not really too much. And I mean, Browns defense and then Steelers offense is kind of like they're kind of like one's right above the other.
Agreed.
And I personally think that the Browns defense is better. And I do like Dylan Gabriel. I had him. I said from the beginning he should be the starter. And I mean, he didn't have a bad game last week. I mean, he almost came through with the win, and you can't get mad at him for losing in his first game as
No,
an
not at
NFL
all.
starting
That was
quarterback.
a
So
great game to lose, honestly.
exactly. And we saw what he can do. Seen his capabilities. We saw Shador Sanders crying in the locker room. So I mean, overall, this is going to be a good test for Dylan Gabriel. And yeah, just keep Shador on the bench at all costs.
I think Gabriel's good, but there's a limit to his offense. Unless there's a limit to his offense unless he becomes Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford is a guy who just gets the ball to his receivers as soon as possible. I got to look up the stat, but he gets the ball out very quickly. And unless Gabriel can do that and then also has consistent receivers to catch the ball, it's going to be hard for him to win games. Like, who's the Browns' number one guy? And I,
Quinshon Judkins,
no, but who's their number one receiver?
Jerry Judy.
But is it really though? He had two catches or one or two catches last week for like 10 yards. And
Who is
then
it then?
it's nobody. That's my point. Cedric Tillman is on
Mm,
IR. Isaiah Bond, I like Isaiah Bond a lot. I think that he could be the guy, but he's also really small. So I think until they surround him with something better than just Harold Fannin and David Njoku, which, by the way, I think Harold Fannon's going to have a great game this week because with the Steelers pass rush, he'll have to get the ball out quickly. I think Harold Fannin is kind of the designed guy there. They don't like to throw Quinshon Judkins the ball a lot. I think he had one or two receptions last week. Um, but yeah, I just think they need more consistent weapons. But I also think this is going to be a really close game. I've got the Steelers coming out 20-17 on a game-winning field goal. So I see where you're going with the Browns upset. Like I'm not mad at that.
I don't even think that's an upset. I mean, that's a divisional game too. I mean, that
Hmm.
can go
Hmm.
anyway.
100%. And with such a good defense too.
Ugh. Um, did you
Raiders
have Titans?
Titans. Yeah,
Did you have Raiders over Titans?
I did.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, the Raiders, I mean, we saw them get, I mean, 40-3. 40-3. Just let that sink it. Let that settle for a couple seconds. Geno Smith, what was it? I mean, he leads the league in interceptions with 8 interceptions.
It's bad. It's bad.
And, we're gonna see him throwing the ball to abs, like throwing the ball to the defense. I mean, I don't even think a receiver like Emeka Ibuka could help Geno Smith in this
Come on,
situation.
bro. Come on, bro. We know him that could help anyone. It's my king.
I don't know about Geno Smith, man. You forget that used to be the quarterback for my team.
Yeah,
I
see,
used
I
to
didn't
watch
watch
that
him as
man
much
every
as you
week.
did, so
I used to watch. I was called crazy for saying that Sam Darnold was a good pickup over Geno Smith. I was called crazy. I was
and
I
you
was
were correct.
slandered by fellow Seahawks fans.
Three
I
and one
was.
versus or 3-2 versus 1-5, 4, right? Something like that.
What you mean?
For the Raiders. Raiders are one and
for
four,
team
right?
records. Yeah,
The
something like
Raiders are.
that. Let me check. The Raiders are 1-4. Yep. I think they
Um,
have their only win in week 1 or 2.
against the Pats. I think that the reason that I picked the Raiders is that we've seen two offenses who realize there is nothing there. Like there is literally nothing there. So I think that the Raiders are going to turn to Ashton Genty, and that the Titans are going to kind of let Cam Ward wild out, like continue to wild out because they don't really have a running back to give it to. Like yeah, Tony P is there. His efficiency is very low. So I just think that the Raiders supporting cast is a little bit better than the Titans supporting cast. And yeah, Cam Ward might be better than Geno Smith at this current moment, which I think you could definitely argue that he is. He's been a little bit more consistent and less turnover like. But Titans also have very conservative offense where they just don't get the ball down the field. So if no one's going to score in this game, Ashton Genty will. That's my thing. So I think
So
Ashton
this is gonna
Genty
be
kind
like
of takes over this game.
this is gonna be like the Bears Vikings from I think it was 2 or 3 years ago,
hmm
where it was 3-6.
hmm
It's gonna be like that. I
Cardinals
mean,
Niners the 2 3 weeks ago. Horrible game.
yeah, it's just gonna be bad football,
We could
and
see
I feel
one or two
bad for
touchdowns maybe.
Cam Ward. I mean, I feel bad for
I
Cam
feel
Ward.
very bad for Cam Ward.
Yeah, it's just he got put in such a bad situation. That's why I was kind of hoping he didn't go first overall, just because his situation is so bad. But I mean, yeah, it's whatever now. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait for that Titans rebuild, and if not, he's gonna request a trade.
Hey, one thing you did say, I don't know if we said this last week on the pod, is that I think Jeremiah Smith could go to the Titans in 2 years if they don't improve, which I think could be really
I
cool.
think I did say that.
Would
Yeah,
love to
if
see
if
Cam
that
Ward and Jeremiah
happens,
Smith.
I would be completely fine with that. I mean, I think that would actually give some depth to this overall extremely weak offense.
Agreed. I think another game. You know what? We'll do that one last. Let's go back to Saints Patriots. Talk to me. Why do
Give
the
me your
Patriots have the
reasoning.
edge?
No, 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 give me your reasoning. Why do we have the Saints over the Patriots?
I don't. I've changed my mind. I think
I'm glad
that
you came to your senses, man.
I think that I was hoping for the upset more than anything else when I tried to pick the
Yeah, see, that's what
Saints.
I'm saying. You can't look for an upset. You
hmm
just gotta feel it. Like I feel like the Browns are gonna beat the Steelers. Like I mean, I don't really know if I have any other upsets on my prediction, but I mean, I think that's just how it's gonna be. I mean, the Patriots, they've looked good. The Saints haven't. I mean, they're going back to the Aints. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think that I just feel like New England's defense is so inconsistent. But they did just they beat the Bills, they locked down the Bills, they turned over Josh Allen. Gonzo is back. I always forget Gonzo is there. And the Saints might be without Kamara. Taysom Hill's probably going to score a touchdown in garbage time. I think that you saying that they have no chance to win is pretty accurate. I would agree with you there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to lean Pats in this one, 23-20.
I
Um,
think that wraps up all the big games.
well, one more that I wanted to talk about was Chiefs Lions in a shootout. I think I have the Chiefs, you have the Lions. I mean, you know why I have the Chiefs, but why do you have the Lions? I mean, actually, I know why you have the Lions.
I think you're looking for another
No, no,
upset,
this
man.
one I legitimately have the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is not going to let it happen again. We've seen this time and time again. He doesn't let himself fall into that bad of a hole.
Bro. I
When did he
mean,
let himself fall into that type of a hole?
last week.
Bro, he's 2-3. He's one game down for 500. You're telling me you don't
Bro,
believe in the guy who's made like 4 or 5 straight Super Bowls? You have no
against
belief.
the Detroit Lions. Okay, Patrick Mahomes can do whatever he wants. He can
You
score
know how Jared Goff
27 points.
gets.
He can score 13 points. Dude, you've been saying this since week 1.
I understand. I was right about them in week one. They lost in week one. They literally
You had
lost.
them winning week
And then
1.
who have they played since then? They've
They played the
played the
Bears. They
Bengals.
they played the Ravens. They played.
No.
Yeah, I
Okay,
will
the
say
Ravens.
this.
I gotta give them the Ravens. I gotta give them the Ravens.
Yeah,
100%.
you have to. But I will say this: the
They
Lions have
played
had
the
somewhat
Browns.
the Lions have had somewhat of a little fruitcake schedule. I mean, it's been pretty easy, and I think this is another one of those easy games. I mean, come on, like
Hey, if you say so.
Mahomes can do whatever he wants to this Lions defense. It's not gonna matter, dude. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta,
He might
Jahmyr
not play this
Gibbs,
week.
and David Montgomery. Which one?
I'm on.
No
And if he doesn't
way.
play, I'm very worried about the Chiefs because Jameis
Jamison
Winston.
Williams, bro. Listen, if you need to get him the rock, he'll get the rock.
True. I mean, yeah, if you have to get him the rock, you will. And you know, if Amon-Ra St. Brown misses, Isaac Tesla is going to have the game of his life. The guy is going to become the next great, the next Cooper Cup.
He
And you know what?
needs
I
to.
hope Amon-Ra sits out this game for the love of his teammate. You know, shout out my guy Isaac Tesla. And you know what? Next week when he has a great game, we're gonna come back to this.
All right, we'll see.
Um, did you want to go over Commanders Bears?
Mm, I don't know, man. This is a rematch from last year. We saw how last year ended. I'm still butthurt about that.
It's literally a toss-up. This one is 50-50 to the max.
100%. This is so 50-50. I mean, I'd understand if you leaned towards Jaden Daniels more, but I mean, I'm taking the Chicago Bears. I mean, they've been looking good. They're coming off a bye week. They're fresh. They should be
100%.
more healthy than they were a couple weeks ago. So I mean, I got the Bears in this one. I think the Commanders. I think this is gonna be another high scoring game, similar to
Hmm.
Bucks Seahawks last week. So I mean, all my games of the weeks from then and in the future are probably gonna be high scoring games.
Hey, I hope so. I love high-scoring games. Yeah, I have the Commanders. You have the Bears. Straight toss up in the air. Might as well just pick up a coin and throw it in the air. Um, all right. I think that wraps up our week 6 predictions. I'm just gonna go over a few players who have really favorable matchups this week in terms of fantasy football. I think McCaffrey has an okay match, has a pretty solid matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but the guy who I think has the most favorable matchup is, like I said, Brees Hall. Brees Hall has got an incredible matchup this week. He should score a touchdown along with his usual receiving output, which should put him around 20 points. So expect that from him. I think that James Cook is another one who is going to have a pretty solid game because Atlanta's Falcons run defense is not very good. When it comes to wide receivers, I'm gonna go AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown's gonna have a really good week. Been so slow the last couple weeks, but I think he has finally a good game, somewhere between 20 and 25 points. Keenan Allen, really just a reliable option who Justin Herbert is gonna find this week. And actually Brian Thomas Jr. I think Brian Thomas Jr. is gonna have a good week. He's been trending up the last couple weeks. I don't think he scores a touchdown, but I think that Trevor Lawrence is trying to feed him. And it depends how much they want to use Travis Hunter. Like, I think that they could lean on Travis Hunter to help Brian Thomas Jr. break out. Doesn't seem like the Jacksonville Jaguars want to do that, but nonetheless, Brian Thomas Jr. And as far as tight ends, I think that my most favorable matchups this week are going to be Sam Laporta against the Chiefs. I think he has a really good chance of doing well against a team that tries to get to the quarterback a lot. And then Jake Ferguson, our tight end one on the Cowboys. So It'll be it'll be an interesting week. I think that there's a lot of fantasy implications from week 6. If you end up going 0-6 as a fantasy football player, you're cooked. There's pretty much no chance for you. So don't go 0-6. Hit us up for any trades, any buy lows, any sell highs, any questions you guys have. Always happy to answer. Anything else you
All
got
right,
for me, Adam?
I think that's the episode, man.
Okay, cool. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will be back next week after the Patriots beat the Saints. See you guys.